Good morning, everyone. This is Ranger Rob from the Ranger Rob Country Living channel, and this morning we're doing a follow-up to yesterday's video because today is originally my birthday, and today is the day we're going to be cooking this beautiful roast I have. Now I just pulled this roast, this prime rib, out of my refrigerator to get up to room temperature, but am I done with it? Heck no. We're going to use a little bit of bearded butcher, what they call black. Makes a really good crust on meat. Super good rub. But what we're really going to focus on is injecting my roast. I have a little injector right here. In a little kit. This is the injector I use. And I'm going to melt butter, garlic, and some other ingredients, salt and pepper probably, and maybe a little Worcestershire sauce. And I don't know anybody can pronounce that. And last but not least, I'll be cutting some holes in here and putting some minced garlic into the meat. I used to use whole garlic, but they say minced garlic distributes the flavor a little more. So once I get all those things and this up to room temperature, it'll go into the Traeger at smoke temperature, and I'm just going to smoke it for at least 2 hours or so. And I'm thinking about doing a reverse sear on it. I don't have to really get a crust on it. Is I'll take I have a little barbecue that really gets hot. And I was thinking about when this is at about 110, 115 degrees internally, take it off of there and sear it on my little grill. Then let it rest and hopefully get it up to 125 to 130 is about the target I'm looking for. Some people like it less than that, but I like to go a little higher. And yeah, so it's going to be a very slow process, so I don't know if I'll get the whole thing on video, but I'm sure looking forward to enjoying this beautiful prime rib. So I have a guest coming over today. I believe his name is CJ, and he wanted to come over and see some of the things we have here at this homestead, and so I'm looking forward to meeting him. And unfortunately this time of year everything's so gray and brown. It's like hopefully he's got a good imagination. Anyway, so we still got some more cooking to do. Alright guys, just to follow up, I put some large holes inside the top of this prime rib and put minced garlic into the hole, which is real cumbersome. Now I'm getting ready for my COVID shot. Getting ready to inject some melted butter with minced garlic in it, salt and pepper. Now what'll happen is I'll heat this up, and then I'll have to stir it up, and then I'll probably have to strain it because of the salt granules and all that stuff. Anyway, and I'll be injecting it into the roast, and then after I'm done with that, I'm going to let this set, try to get it up to room temperature before I put it into the Traeger. So yeah, so this is butter in here, minced garlic, salt and pepper, and really that's all I'm putting on there. And then I'm gonna put one more coating of black, bearded butcher black, on the roast and let it sit again, and then we'll get it into the Traeger later. Alright guys, follow up a little bit. So I got the Traeger full of pellets. I'm using mesquite, got it on smoking mode, and I just put the prime rib in here, running a little late. I had a gentleman come over today, really had a good time, and I got a feeling he was like, well, those guys, we all have so much we love to share that it's like I wasted a little bit of the day trying to make sure I got this thing started. I wanted to start more like around noon. It's more like 1 o'clock right now. Anyway, we'll smoke this for about 2 hours, and we'll be doing things with a temperature probe a lot, but I'm looking forward to this. This should be really good. So just got this fired up, around 3 o'clock, I'll probably bring the temperature up and go from there. And if I decide to sear it, I'll probably use this little grill here because it gets really hot. And if I want to sear it, I could. So I'm kind of playing that by ear, but we'll see. It'll be good either way. But yeah. And fed the pigs already this morning. And yeah, so hopefully gonna start taking it easy today. Consider it is my birthday. This is my day to screw off. So anyway guys, I cannot wait till this prime rib's done. I know I'm doing my show a little different today, huh? So we got the roast started. I was looking out the window and noticed I was getting a red blinking light on the fence here, which tells me that because we're just not getting the sunshine, I need to charge up my battery pack here because the solar's not doing enough. So I'm walking out here to get the little adapter that plugs into the front of this thing, and I hook the charger up. Whoa, look at those dirty faces. Look at those dirty faces. Hi. Hi. Alright guys, so you get to see the piggies today. They've been, oh, electric fence is still working. They're really having a heyday with this grass. I can't wait till we get them moved to the back. So Sherry and I were almost thinking maybe we'll just pull up some of this grass and replant it. But we'll see. This one's definitely taking a hit. No matter what, it'll come out good. But okay, pigs. I'm not going to feed them yet, but I'm going to turn on their charger. So, hi guys. Hi babies. Come here. Oh, they're such big babies. Alright, we got the charger in. All's good. And I thought since this is my actual birthday, I thought I'd summarize 6 decades of getting older. So let's see if I can figure out how to start this. So it's kind of funny when you kind of look at your age, and let's say I'm in my 60s now, and it's funny when you're a kid from 1 to 10, all you think about is playing. When you're a teen, getting into past 10, then all you can think about is becoming a teenager, trying to be more grown up. I had great parents, so I participated in a lot of things: hunting, fishing, camping, whole works. So as a teenager, you kind of go through like, I want to start doing some of that stuff that my parents are doing. At the same time, girls are quite interesting. So you go through life trying to figure out where you fit in. Start thinking, oh my gosh, as you get older and closer to 20s, you start thinking about, oh my gosh, I'm going to be an adult pretty soon. What am I going to do? I was excited to become an adult. I met Sherry when I was 16, 17. We got married very early, at age 19. Yes, I did go to college. I didn't get a degree, but I did a lot of school. I was at an aerospace company that I had lots of night school, so I learned electronics and fiber optics, and I really wanted to get into management. So I took a lot of management courses and all kinds of stuff. And of course, at age 21, we had our first child, and we had a boy and a girl. And I worked really hard and working through the ranks of the aerospace company, and eventually got into teaching and management. And so really the 20s was establishing yourself as a family, establishing yourself with a career, and going through this, the motions of the kids in school and all that stuff. 30s, same way, starting to realize what you like and don't like. Kids are getting a little older. They're starting to become teenagers, and trying to make sure that you're exposing them to all the things possible so they can decide what they want to do in their lives. And moving right along to the 40s. 40s, you start accepting the fact of empty nesting is getting close. We taught our kids, when you're 18, you're an adult, and you're gonna, you know, if you have to bounce back home, that's great, but really, once you're 18 and we want you out there and doing your thing. And we had a daughter bounce back a little bit here and there, but she earned her keep. And my son went into military, and 6 years, and never did come back home. And well, he did for a temporary time as he was doing the transition between military and civilian life. And 40s was a really fun time for me and Sherry. We were learning to be empty nesters, which was not that easy. Did a little traveling, started to define what we liked and didn't like, and stopped overworking and doing non-value activities, starting to really define what me and Sherry were all about. We kind of looked at it, we started like this, we're ending like this together. 50s came along, and the check engine light came on. That's when you're getting older and you're starting to realize that you're not invincible. Pretty soon, you know, aches and pains here and there. Certain things you can and can't do anymore, but still pretty active. And then you hit the 60s. And I gotta say that by now I've kind of decided what I do and don't like. I try to make the habit of not doing things I don't like because life's too short. Calmness, great relationship with my wife, a couple bucket list check-offs like raising pigs or doing different things. Of course, there's been twists in all that, being caregivers and things like that. There's always going to be a twist in your plans. But 60s has been more aches and pains. Check engine light is on more often. And people, you know, when you get older, what I'm talking about when they say your body's like the check engine light keeps coming on. Anyway, so there's a summary of 6 decades of life, at least in my perspective. And a lot of things got fulfilled, great kids, got closer to God, learned some new skills, got to do things that I've always wanted to try. Doesn't mean I'm going to stay with them. Yeah, seeing the glory of learning how to grow things and trying to help other people when I can, and trying to be a good person. And you get to this point, you're going, okay, you know that life doesn't go on forever. Reality is that. So the point is making sure you got to do the things you wanted to do while you can. Always hope that your health stays in there. But the biggest thing is I don't want to die saying what if. I'm glad that I didn't have any accidents or anything happen where I get my life cut off short. So having a full life so far, which is not over yet, the big point is be happy, try new things, don't stop trying new things, don't be afraid of the future and some of the new things going on, but also take the time to help teach people about the past, because we all know for a fact that history replays itself. And if we could teach people to look back at history, they'll realize they can avoid some mistakes that are starting to happen. That we've played this record before. So that's kind of been my goal now, is talk about what I can about the past, warn people, give people alternatives, live by, you know, operate by example. Try not to sit there and preach, and actually show you, yeah, we do store food, we do prepare, we do believe in self-reliance and all that stuff. And so that's been my goal at this age, is to pass on what I have. They may not listen now, but they might listen later. So it's all documented, and that's kind of cool. And so anyway, guys, it's a lot to take in, huh? So guys, I want to thank you very much for watching. It's been quite a full day. I'm still cooking away. I don't know how much video I'll get on a roast when I'm done, but I'll see what I can do. So please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. And thank you very much. And don't forget to leave a comment below and say hello. So guys, we'll talk to you later and have a great day. And I'm going to have a great dinner. And I'm going to spend it with my wife. So guys, have a good one. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.